Hey there, fight fans. Today we have a pretty unusual topic that is blowing up on the internet. The appearance of a clone of Khamzat Chimaev. Chimaev with Aliexpress. Now, let's see the reaction of the fans and see what people are thinking about the appearance of this Borz. Perhaps this is all a media gimmick or part of a marketing strategy, but let's see what people have to say about Khamzat Borz Maaev. Opinions can range from enthusiastic to skeptical. Despite a significant difference in the ratings, the 11th number UFC bantamweight Umar Nurmagomedov unexpectedly opened as a clear favorite in the upcoming fight against Corey Sandhagen. So what do they have to say about this fight? We're also going to take a look. And then later on in the video, Alistair Overeem shocked fans with his appearance. Some fans have speculated that the weight loss may be due to an illness. So let's start from the very beginning and go step by step. In other news, Jake Paul, the infamous social media provocateur and professional boxer, has once again stirred up controversy. With a defiant tweet aimed at his rival, he boldly declared, "Pull up, bro, I'll wipe the floor with you, just like I did with my last opponent." But amidst the chaos and drama, there's an opportunity for you to join forces with Jake Paul and channel his unrivaled determination. Welcome to Rush Royale, the ultimate PvP tower defense game set in the magical realm of the Isle of Random. Defend your tower against waves of enemies, build a powerful deck with formidable units, and unleash heroes. Join forces with your friends in co-op mode to take on challenging bosses. Or if you prefer the thrill of competing against other players, dive into the intense PvP mode. Show off your strategic prowess and rise through the ranks, earning trophies and plenty of rewards along the way. Don't forget about the mighty heroes, each possessing unique and powerful abilities that can turn the tide of battle in your favor. With their guidance, you'll master the game mechanics and claim victory. Install Rush Royale for free using my link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen. So, after completing his trilogy with Badr Hari and being banned for 1 year for an anti-doping rule violation, Alistair Overeem showed off his current physical condition, which shocked his fans. Photos and videos posted by Overeem on social media show that he has significantly lost impressive muscle mass and began to resemble himself 20 years ago when he was competing in the Pride middleweight division. These changes were worrisome to some fans who have begun to fear for his overall form. Such weight loss may be due to illness, and some have suggested that in connection with the suspension, the Dutchman had to give up doping. Alistair Overeem, 43, returned to kickboxing after coming to the end of his 10-year run in the UFC. After defeating Badr Hari by unanimous decision at the Glory tournament in October last year, Alistair Overeem failed a doping test and forfeited victory in a principled confrontation. Previously, Overeem and Hari had 2 fights. In December 2008, at the K1 Dynamite tournament, Overeem knocked him out in the first round, and a year later, Hari took a convincing revenge fight in the K1 World Grand Prix 2009, forcing the ref to stop the fight after several knockdowns. Despite a significant difference in the rankings, the 11th UFC bantamweight Umar Nurmagomedov has opened as a clear favorite in the upcoming fight against Corey Sandhagen, who is ranked 4th in the division. Bookmakers have published the starting odds, and at the moment, the odds for the Russian to win is 1.4, while the success of the American is estimated at 2.9. Umar Nurmagomedov is on a 4-fight win streak in the UFC, knocking out Barcelos in his last fight in the first round, and 31-year-old Corey Sandhagen has won 2 fights in a row, defeating Song Yadong by technical knockout and a split decision win by Marlon Vera. Remember that this fight will be taking place on August 5th and will be headlining the UFC Fight Night 225 event. This is an outstanding fight. This is a fight that I said should be organized, and they did it, Big John McCarthy stated in the next episode of his podcast.
Yeah, this is a perfect jump off point for Umar. No, look, you got to go. No matter what, you're gonna have to go through it all eventually.
No, I get it.
And you take a look, and there's certain elements of Corey Sandhagen's game where he's going to cause Umar some problems. And there's certain elements of Umar's game that he's going to cause Corey Sandhagen some problems. They're both elite fighters, and they're both so good in the same area. But I do think that the wrestling-wise, Umar does have an advantage. It's one of those, the length of Corey Sandhagen can always cause someone a problem. He's dangerous.
Umar is indeed a stylistically awkward match for Corey. All of his best fights, even the ones that he lost, Sandhagen fought with strikers. He loves to get himself cut in the standing position, and in that bantamweight division, he is one of the strongest in the standing aspect. But given Umar's wrestling skills, his chances lie only in keeping Nurmagomedov at a distance due to the significant advantage in the reach. Now, whether it can be done, well, that is a bigger question.
What do you think, Coach?
I don't know.
Huh?
What do you think?
I think it's not bad.
Not bad?
Not bad. No, it's good.
It is unlikely that Umar will compete with Corey in the stand-up. Most likely, Nurmagomedov will be aiming at getting transfers, and if the fighter ends up on the ground, well then Sandhagen's chances are zero. In the age of social media, news and individuals can quickly gain popularity through information explosions. Recently, the internet was abuzz with the news of the emergence of a clone of Khamzat Chimaeva named Khamzat Borz Maaev, who stunned audiences with a combat knockout in just 41 seconds. Following this event, Chimaev posted on his profile congratulating him and stating that the hype is real. And this generated an incredible amount of attention from social media users who started actively discussing him. Some wrote that this Borz is more active in 2023 than the other, who is a boar. This Borz was inactive in 2022, so some similarity with Borz. Another wrote, imagine this guy continues to go on a run and the UFC signs him, goes on a run in the UFC, and eventually we get Khamzat versus Khamzat. That would be a confusing fight ever to watch. There's no way this guy's nickname is Borz. I sense a blood feud incoming. Change your nickname for F's sake. May I suggest Pitbull? Are they literally cloning and naming these guys in an underground lab, or what's going on? Unknown guy beat 3 guys who were making their MMA debut. His 3 first fights were in 2020, 2021, and 2023. Now he beats a guy who is 1-1. Yeah, it makes me think, wow, next Chimaev. I thought it was obvious to everyone that the comparison first and foremost relates to their first name, nickname, and nationality. Hell, both surnames even include Maaev. The fact that he has finished all 4 of his first opponents only adds some sprinkle to it. Nordic Fanboy had posted. Now, the similarities between Khamzat Chimaev and Khamzat Borz Maaev are indeed intriguing. It is interesting that not only are their names, surnames, and appearances and fighting styles similar to each other, but even the stories of their facial scars bear striking resemblance. Maaev also has a scar on his face, and the circumstances surrounding its occurrence closely mirrors Chimaev's story, as both fighters acquired their scars during childhood.
Мы похожи, но я хочу сказать вам, вот я не пытаюсь вообще быть похожим на него. Просто мы оба чеченцы, я такой, как есть, и поэтому нас сравнивают.
So overall, the appearance of Khamzat Borz Maaev and the internet hype that surrounds him serve as an intriguing example of how the power of social media can create phenomena, capturing people's imaginations and stimulate active discussions.
How come? How do I bullshit guy got